Mr. Speaker, education plays an important role in today's high-tech society. For many Americans, attending a college or university is only possible by receiving a student loan. However, repayment of the loan can be a burden once the individual completes their education. In Kentucky, there is $19 billion in outstanding student loan debt. 600,000 Kentuckians owe student loan debt, and 18% of all Kentuckians over the age of 18 owe student loan debt. Through House Bill 494, the Kentucky Department of Financial Institutions will implement a regulatory framework consistent with other non-depository industries they regulate to ensure student loan servicers comply with the statute and treat borrowers fairly. This bill does not address student loan lenders and only focuses on companies that service student education loans once the borrower has started making loan payments. As of today, 15 states have enacted statutes to regulate student education loan servicers. 16 additional states are currently seeking to enact legislation to regulate this industry. Benefits of this act include allowing the department to address unlicensed activity as well as noncompliance with statutes before consumers are harmed, prohibiting unfair and deceptive acts and practices, providing enhanced penalties for violations, and establishing policy that servicers must act in the best interest of the borrower when posting payments and also during collection attempts. Would the clerk please report House Floor Amendment 2?
Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 2 to House Bill 494.
Lady from Madison.
This amendment simply adds language to ensure that student loan servicers are held to the proper standard when being regulated by the Department of Insurance. The amendment now requires patterns and practices of unlawful behavior and resulting financial harm before penalties can be imposed in certain circumstances. It also removes language regarding what documents and papers of a department an employee could be considered admissible evidence. That is a decision best left for the courts or hearing officers, and I move for adoption.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 2. Is there any discussion? Lady from Warren, do you wish to discuss the amendment or the bill?
Mr. Speaker, I wish to discuss the amendment I wish to speak on the bill and call floor amendment.
The motion on the floor is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 2, so I'll come right back to you.
Well, may I speak on the amendment?
Yes, ma'am.
House Floor Amendment 2 is an outstanding amendment. It answers one of the questions I had, and I urge passage.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 2. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. House Floor Amendment 2 is adopted. Lady from Madison.
Mr. Speaker, I move for passage of House Bill 494 as amended by House Floor Amendment 2.